Today I'll be taking my mind back to history as a Nigerian. I'm a history student while growing up. I did the arts, and I'm basically going back to look at some tribes in Nigeria that are dominating the political, the economic, and the social life of our country called Nigeria. And one of the tribes I'm going to be talking on today is the Fulanis. You see, if you look at Nigeria very well, you'll see one of the tribes that is, laying claim to Nigeria as a country and also, I mean, dominating and tormenting the country Nigeria is this tribe called the Fulanis. Where you always hear the word Fulanis, Fulanis they call them the Fulbe or the Pure. You know, they are the most predominant tribe in West Africa. You know, and they're one of the minor tribes in modern Nigeria that we find today. You can basically see them in states like Adamawa State, Bauchi, Kano, Sokoto, and those areas. They are found in the northern part of Nigeria. Well, the reason why I am trying to pick on this tribe and to look at them critically is for history's sake. They say it is said that if you don't know where you are coming from, then you don't know where you are going to. So I'm speaking to the youths of today. Go back and read your history books. Go back. Like me, I did history in school, but I have to go back and refresh my mind while talking on this tribe. You know, the reason why I'm picking on this tribe is because of what is happening in modern day Nigeria. They say if you don't go back and read your history, then you don't know where you are coming from and you won't know where you are heading to. You know, so I'm talking about the Fulanis. The Fulanis, their major tribe is called Fufude. That's the tribe they speak. I remember I grew up in Jos and I've mixed up with a lot of them. You can see those days. One thing I'm trying to bring out here while I'm picking up this tribe is that. But let's just go back to what happened. I'm telling you history now. So in 1804, there's a man called Osman Danfodio. He's a Fulani man. Came from one of this area in West Africa and settled in Sokoto and conquered that area from 1804 to 1808. 4 years. He conquered that area and settled there. And suffice me to let you know this, the Fulanis are basically Muslims. They are Muslims and their mainstay of occupation is rearing of cattle and they do a little bit of farming. You know, so Osman Danfodio came in the year 1804 and from 1804 to 1808 he conquered a place in Sokoto and settled there and formed and formed the Sokoto Caliphate that you are having today in Nigeria, present day Nigeria. So if you look at it very well, from that time to this time, it's about 260 years. You know, because they are predominantly Muslims, you know, the mindset of these people is that they conquer land and institute their religion. So that's the cause. The cause of the matter that we're having in Nigeria today. You know, so they came in there. So from that time onward, the Fulanis have laid claim to, owning the country Nigeria. But let's look at it very well. Let's be our mind to look at before they came, there was Nigeria. So, but because of the mindset they have, they are nomadic people, and they move from one region, from one location to the other. You know, so as you move from one region to the other, so when you settle in a place, you feel you want to occupy. So it's just like, you know, they say an evil man, when you give him a little space, he wants to expand. So everything about mindset is that they have that mindset of expanding. So the cause of the matter is that he came and conquered that area for 4 years, settled there and instituted a caliphate. You know, a caliphate is a kind of a government, and that's where the Sharia government came. And when the white people came around that period, they worked with what they saw on ground. You know, so the people were our locals were like middlemen for the white people. So that's why if you look at the kind of life we live here in Kenya and Nigeria is different. You know, in Kenya, my wife has been to Kenya. She told me the stories. When they colonized these people, they the white people were the one intermingling with the people directly. But in our own setting, there's what divide and rule. In Nigeria, we're not free to mix freely with the whites. I mean, we have middlemen that are going between the white people and the black people. You understand? So I'm talking about the Fulanis right now. So with that mindset from 2006 to 1804 to 1808, almost 260 years, let's leave it like that, of that mindset of Nigeria belongs to us. So, but what I want to bring for us to see here, while growing up as a little boy, and we used to know the Fulanis hold this stick they use in rearing their cattle. It's a staff of authority, I will call it. So, it also teaches us in Christianity that a pastor, which I am also, is a shepherd of the sheep. So that great staff they have in their hands is an instrument to lead the cattle to greener pastures. I used to know them as a little boy while growing up in Jos. I've seen that throughout the years. We play with them, and we mingle up with them, and we love what they were doing, not knowing that Nigeria will come to this level that we find ourselves today. That these people still carry that mindset that their own Usman Danfodio came many years ago and instituted Sokoto Caliphate. They are still fighting that Nigeria belongs to them. So they want to conquer. So where I'm bringing us, or where I'm taking us to right now, is the mindset is that these people carry a staff they use in controlling their cattle. But you can see today that staff have metamorphosed from just that staff to AK-47. That's the mindset I'm trying to make us see. From an honorary staff that they use in commanding their cattle, they are holding AK-47. They are the bandits you see today in our bushes. They are the terrorists that you see around today. Today, they are that jihad that Usman Danfodio fought 260 years ago is still enforced. So these people have been carrying this in their minds. You see, it is said the mind of a man is bigger than your body. I'm saying so many different things right now, trying to understand it. Your mind is your thinking faculty. Your mind is bigger. It is said that whatever a man carries in his mind, is a matter of time he will achieve it. So these people, with what their father has did 260 years ago, they still carry it, and they are still carrying that same mindset that Nigeria is their own, they are laying claim to it. So today, that is what you are seeing today that the Fulanis are doing around. It's a mindset that has been created by their fathers 260. So they lay claim to the place called Nigeria. But if we look at it, like I said earlier, before they came, before Osman Danfodio came and conquered, there were people living there as Nigerians. Let's leave it at that. So, but what are we saying right now? Whatever a man can conceive in his mind, is a matter of time you give back to it. So whatever you can conceive in your mind, is a matter of time you give back to it. So the mind is a global frequency. But what I'm trying to bring out here, I want you to see in this video, is that this is a forceful tribe. A tribe that's always on the run with their cattle and everything, but still carrying that mindset that we will conquer. So today, that is what you see. A jihad of 260 years is what is the result we are still seeing today. So these people have been nursing this mindset for years. But the crux of the matter I want us to see here is that the Fulani are not a major tribe in Nigeria. They are a minor tribe. The three dominant tribes we have in Nigeria are Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. That's why we get the word Wazobia. These are intelligent people. How comes this minor tribe called the Fulanis came and overshadowed these three major tribes that we have? That is the crux of the matter I want us to see in this video. So what are these three major tribes, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, doing? What have they been doing? They have been fighting among themselves. You can see the Yoruba man does not agree with the Hausa man. The Hausa man does not agree with the Yoruba man. Why a minor tribe took that advantage So what I'm trying to bring out from this video that where there is no unity, the people, when there is no unity, you understand what I mean? People are separated. Like the Bible said, it said, "Behold, and how good and pleasant is it for brethren to dwell in unity, for that is where God commands His blessing." If the Yorubas and the Hausas are in conformity with one another, a minor tribe will not have that mindset of conquering and laying claim to Nigeria that you are seeing today. Please, let's learn a lesson. How good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together. It's like the precious ointment that is poured upon the head of Aaron, that flows from the hem of his garment to his skirts. For there, God commands His blessing. It is in unity, not uniformity. It is in unity as Nigerians that we can build this Nigeria that we're talking about of today.